Hey guys, Doug and Jamie, Pinetree Line, and we're here today to show you and do a little review of an ice hut sent to us from DEERFAMY. Now, ice fishing is part of the Pinetree Line repertoire. Whenever we're ice fishing, Jamie's leading the way because Jamie's got quite a few years of ice fishing experience. Jamie, how long have you been ice fishing?
Very young. Yeah, I didn't know you were going to ask me that. Honestly, my dad took me out ice fishing when I was very young. I remember being in the back of the toboggan when he was pulling us out on a snowmobile out on the lake, and God, I was like 8 years old.
So you got a lot of experience ice fishing. Yeah. What do you look for in an ice hut before we open this up?
There's a lot of things in a portable ice hut that you're looking for. Obviously, ease of setup is really crucial for a lot of people, because the last thing you want to do is, especially when our winters get very cold, last thing you want to be doing is getting out there, it's 20 below or even colder, 30 below, trying to set things up and it doesn't go as planned, especially when you got a lot of wind on the lake. It's very difficult. So ease of setup for sure. Okay, the end wall. Okay. Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah, pull it out.
Okay, we're good here.
Okay. And then I just go like this. What do we got? That's it. So, you definitely want good tie downs, because if you do not have this tied down, it'll be gone. And I've seen it. I've been on the lake ice fishing, and I've seen people chasing down their ice huts as they're whipping down the lake.
Absolutely.
And that is not fun at all. Another thing that's really crucial is zippers, because if you do not have good zippers on a portable ice hut, your hands are gonna get cold and trying to operate these zippers, and especially if they get frozen. And reflective, being reflective, because if you're not seen on the lake, it's probably one of the most dangerous things.
Now, this thing is about 31 pounds. How crucial is weight? I know normally when we're going ice fishing, we're either dragging it with a sled or with a skidoo or something.
Yeah. You don't have to mess around.
Yeah, I've seen them since
4 years at first. If you have a good storage bag, a lot of people they're not carrying these by hand. A lot of them are just putting it either on a snowmobile or they're putting it on a sleigh to pull.
We're gonna open this up. We're gonna check it out.
Handles, which is nice. Okay, so on the inside here, it's got the setup directions, which is handy.
Now this one, Jamie, I know comes with a cover.
Okay.
Similar to what a tent would have.
Oh, okay. So 10.
10.
And the drawstrings.
And the string.
But that's, you know what, I'm actually impressed. It's a good touch.
And those are good spikes. I've used them before for hot tent camping.
And you know what, for anyone out there, they do make a bit that you can get for your drill.
Okay.
And I bought 2 of them actually because I was out there and I was getting tired of putting them into the ice, and the ice was bad. And we'll pull this guy out. Yeah, okay. Look at that. Another neat idea.
Okay,
so they covered the end of it for shipping.
Oh, that's a great idea.
That's
protect the bottom.
It's very. I'm very impressed so far with the packaging.
Take the strap off. I like when it comes with nylon straps.
Absolutely.
Keeps things stronger. Nice buckle. So that's cool. And what are we doing now?
I was gonna say. Okay, so it came with the 10 screw down pegs, which is the 6 tie downs all the way around, and then the 4 skirting around the edge of the hut. Now, I like the reflective tape on the actual tie downs itself. So one thing I learned is you don't want to tie down to this on the strapping. You want to tie down to the actual eyelid itself. It gives you more strength. But that's what you got, that's what you got. Right?
Yeah.
Nice big clear PVC window on it. You got the vent above the window as well. I do like the covers along the zipper because it'll stop your zipper from freezing, especially if you have any sleet or freezing rain while you're out. It's nice to have the cover. And it's got it all the way down from one end of the zipper to the other side, which I like. Nice big zippers. Now, your ice hut, if you're having issues with opening up the door and you find it too tight, it's because you got your straps too tight. If you have them too tight, this door will not open very well. You find it not being smooth, just back off on the strap a little bit and you'll see the zipper will be way smoother. We got Velcro. Now, they should have carried the Velcro a little further here. They have it back here, which is it's gonna hang and that's gonna flap around a little bit, especially in a windy day. So I would have carried the Velcro a little further, Doug, to at least about here, so that you can pin it back nice and tight. It's not a big deal. Skirting along the bottom, you want to keep that out as much as possible flat. Put your screw in the bottom there. And what I do too is that I'll put some snow over the flap as well. It just stops it from getting any air underneath. You lose heat. You want to have a look inside?
Yeah.
So we got 4 windows, 2 on one side and 2 on the other. I would have liked to have seen a window on the ends as well, only because if the door is zipped up and it's closed and you're sitting here fishing, you hear something at this end, you can't look out that end. You'd have to actually open the door to have a look out, which I don't like, because if I'm in here and I'm trying to maintain heat in the tent, I want a window on the end. I do like the fact that these windows actually Velcro at the bottom and they tear away and roll up. And on most of them, they actually drop down and hang down. The problem is with that is that they get stuck in this little connection here, that when you open and close, the rods get stuck. They get stuck in there. So I'm a big fan of that. The Velcro is on the bottom. So much easier, just look at the window and then close it and you're done.
And they do tie up at the top.
And the nice thing about, it's got the tie up there and boom, you're done. Like, it's that simple. Pouches underneath every window's got one, which is handy because you're always putting stuff away. It's nice to have storage. I like that. The great thing about the vents is they got like a teepee hut on them, which holds them up by a little rod here. And I like that. It was a great design. It was 6 feet going along the bottom of the floor from the width, and then it was 8 feet from the actual fold out.
To that side.
So 8 wide, 6 on the floor.
And I think we're 6'7" to the top.
6'7" to the top.
And that's in the 2 highest parts of each section.
That's correct. And 12 feet long.
Yeah.
So it's a good sized tent for sure. You could easily fish 4 to 5 people out of here. I don't think you'd have, providing you don't have a whole lot of gear with you.
Now, one of the things they talk about is these little thread holes. I don't know if we can see.
I can see one right here on the end of the vent. There's one there, and there's one there. You can see it clearly.
Yeah, and they talk about that, and that's why they include a rain fly.
You know, it makes sense too. And you know what? I've been out fishing where it has started raining, and it's miserable. It's not fun. But the rain fly will definitely keep the rain off the tent, especially in the middle, because you have 2 peaks, but it comes down to a valley right across here, and that's where all the water is going to pool up right here.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so we got the rain fly. Now this isn't something I'm used to for an ice hut, but it's a nice touch.
Yeah, it is. And again, on a nice clear day, you wouldn't be setting this up anyways. If you're expecting some kind of rain or some sleet, yeah. So we're going to go over it. When I'm cold, this might be a little bit cumbersome.
They're small. The hooks are pretty small. Eh?
The hooks are small. Yeah. So again, I know what it's like out on the lake when it gets windy and I get cold. This hook might be an issue, just because it's small.
Yeah.
When you're putting the fly on, go to the second one, inside out, with the hook. Don't hook onto the first one, because if you hook onto the first one, it's just going to be too loose. Okay? So that one there, like, I assume the reason why it's there is because if you have gloves and you're trying to open up the hut itself, you can hold on to it there while you zipper, and vice versa when you want to close it. Don't hook that to it because it's just going to be too loose, but hook to the second one. That's why it's there. And it's got these all the way around. So these tabs, they're only above the actual door, this side and on the opposite side, nowhere else. And the poles are nice and strong. For a lightweight hut, the poles are strong.
So this one is not the insulated model. It's a straight up lightweight model, which isn't really good or bad. We've, generally speaking, used a heater inside, no matter what hut we have.
Sorry, my boots all wet.
There we go.
That's better.
I can already see this might be an issue.
Yeah, because wind is going to catch it through here, and it's.
Now the only thing that the opposite would be if it is a kind of a rainy, sleety day.
Yeah.
This thing's going to get heavier, so it should stay down.
It should, yeah. Maybe just some Velcro just to kind of pin it down right here.
Yeah, that's actually a really good idea.
Yeah, I think for the price, like under $300 on Amazon, it's a nice lightweight ice hut. There are some nice fit and finishes that I do like. I like the reflective on the tie downs for sure. The zippers are nice. I like the windows. I love the roll-up windows, which is very key. I do like the color. It stands out. The rainfly I like, but I just wish that they'd put a little bit more, Vaseline on it, because I do think this is going to be an issue down the road.
No, I would argue that the majority of the time we probably wouldn't even have this on.
You're right.
Just because of the cold enough temperatures that we're not dealing with snow is not a huge deal without this.
Yeah.
If you get into the rain and the sleet of the spring, the late winter, then I could see you
just on a windy day, this might be an issue.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
You'll easily fish 4 people out of there all day.
Yeah,
comfortably, easy.
The DEERFAMY ice shelter, do you recommend it?
Yeah, 100%.
You're happy with it?
100%. For the price point, I think it's well worth the money. I think this is just every bit as good quality as some of the top, more expensive ice shelters that are out there. I think you'll have no problems enjoying this ice hut for the price point. I think they did a really good job with the quality. Yeah.